Many people perceive AAC as an alternative means of communication. It will not stop someone from learning to speak, but will assist with their language development. All forms of communication should be used, and with speech whenever possible. Learning how to use an AAC device is like learning a new language. Different devices have different levels of complexity, and it can be difficult learning how to use the device and then generalizing it to use in a conversation. Often, a person with an intellectual disability will need multiple forms of AAC, which they will use in different environments. Intervention needs to focus on integrating the person into society in the best way possible. It is important to consider how the person will communicate, why they will communicate, and where the person will communicate. When communicating with a person with an intellectual disability, it is important to remember that they learn and process information more slowly. Their level of support depends on their cognitive ability. Their method of access depends on their physical ability. They need to have different expectations placed on them within particular environments, and they may have other associated developmental disabilities. Unaided includes sign language, keyword sign, talking, body language, gestures, etc. It does not involve extra equipment and only uses the body. However, it does require a familiar communication partner. Aided, low tech, for example, pen and paper, podbook, PECs, alphabet and word boards, etc. You can take it anywhere. It does not need batteries. However, it does require the communication partner to be trained. Additional equipment is required, and it can be difficult to add new vocabulary. Aided high-tech can be used through hands, switches, and eye gaze. It can give the person a voice. It can range from simple buttons that speak when touched to highly sophisticated systems, and can use with a wider variety of partners. However, batteries can run out, technology can be unreliable, and it requires the communication partner to be trained in order to add new vocabulary. Direct access, for example, eye gaze, which is for people with very little control over their bodies. Pointing, for example, using a mouse or trackball. Light pointers and infrared pointing devices, which can be worn on the head and transmit a beam of light to the equipment being controlled. Pressing, for example, typing. The keyboard can be adjusted, made larger or smaller, depending on the person's fine motor control and movement ability. Indirect access includes scanning, which is for people with severe physical disabilities. Low-tech scanning requires a communication partner to provide options and the person to provide a yes-no response. High-tech scanning either displays options or provides options via speech output and then requires the person to use a yes-no switch. The use of AAC for a person that has difficulty communicating dramatically improves their quality of life. We must give people of any age with severe communication impairments opportunities to communicate so that they have the best chance to participate within society and live a fulfilling life.